Okay, how we doing out there? First things first. My name's Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Voluminous 4K screen paint using ambient light projection technology gain. I'm going to be doing a demonstration today on what a gray projection screen cannot do. One of the things that gray screens cannot do is produce contrast. Now, the only way these screens can produce contrast is you would have to be, or somewhat some kind of contrast like, you would have to be in a dark environment in order to do this. Now, for those of you that want to choose the road of using a light gray screen paint, I can show you how to make it for free. Well, not for free. It'll cost you around $27 a gallon to do it. But 11 years ago, we had a company under Digital One Crystal Screen Paint. Look it up for yourself. We used to make a light gray screen paint. As a matter of fact, that light gray screen paint got us a contract over in Europe for 10 years. So anyway, the light gray screen paint is pretty much all the same. It's pretty much a gray base. If you're using a white paint, it is always 2 teaspoons of black, and if pretty much any kind of metallic silver and glitter. That's pretty much what it is. If there was anything different, they would all produce the same thing. And like I said, one of the hardest things for a gray screen to produce is contrast. So we are going to do, these are basically black backgrounds. So I've tried saying that 100 times. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to pull this up right here. First, to show you that the screen is gray, so you can see it for yourself. Now, the only way I would be able to achieve a contrast level is I would have to be in a pitch black environment. My projector has, I think, I gotta remember what the lumen count on it, not lumen count, but the contrast on this projector. I think it's 800 to 1. I gotta check. But as I said before, light gray screens cannot pick up contrast. Now, the reason why I'm actually giving you the ingredients to our Crystal Edge technology, not Crystal Edge, but Digital One Crystal Screen Paint, is because we know that it's not worth anything. So that's the reason why I can give you the item free. Now, if you want to go ahead and you want to basically do a light gray screen, fine by me. Because the problem is the fact that you are going to lose out when it comes to contrast, and contrast is everything when it comes to a screen. So let's take our lights out here so we can be in the dark, because I told you the only way you're going to be able to pull up a decent image is you're going to have to be sitting in the dark. That's the only way you're going to be to get some kind of contrast out of your projector. It doesn't make a difference if your projector has a 10,000 to 1, 20,000 to 1. It really doesn't make a difference. You'll never use that option. So that's the only way you'll be able to pull that image up. You have to be in the dark to do it. Now let's go over here and let's grab, let's see. Let's grab another interesting background. Now, of course, it's going to pick up blue, but anything that has a black background will come up gray. Now, if I were to put any lights on in the environment, and this is just a lamp, this is even the overhead light, this is just my lamp I have behind me, you'll be able to see the screen actually, the contrast starts to reduce due to the fact that the only way it can basically pull a contrast level, you would have to be sitting in the dark. That's why when you watch demonstrations on light gray screens, the environment is always dark. And then on top of that, they can't stay away from anything involving heavy contrast levels because the screen would fail miserably. All right, so we'll come out of that real quick. Let's do just a black background. Okay, solid black. Solid black, all the lights out. So that's what you get. This is a solid black background. As you can see, the room is pitch black dark, and the projector is producing a black image. And you see that light gray square right in the center. You can't see my finger. That is the screen trying to produce a black level, but it can't. Technically, you think you're seeing black, but you're not. You're actually seeing, some people think because their projector has a very high contrast level that they're really actually seeing black, but you're not. Now let's just put on a little bit of light in the background. Projector is still projecting black. Any light that comes on the environment, the screen pops on. Now the projector is still producing a black image onto the screen. This is the reason why you have to sit in the dark with your projector, because your screen can't pick up. You have a light gray screen, they do not pick up contrast. Now let's go over to, real quick, let's come out of here. I thought this would be an interesting demonstration. Let's come out of here real quick. We'll pop out of this one all together. Come up here. I've done this many times before. People ask me, do I calibrate my projector? I tell them, no, I don't have to calibrate my projector. And I'll show you why. And those of you who see this, you know it's going to happen. So we'll come over to the basic color of red. This is the reason why you have to calibrate your projector, because I don't care how powerful your projector may be, or if it's 4K, if it has the ability to produce insane color capabilities, you can't pick it up on a gray screen. That's why you have to calibrate your projector. So let's turn the lights out. And that's what you're getting. Now, my projector is 4,300 lumens, which means anything a 4,300 lumen projector is going to hit, if your screen's too light, it's going to whitewash it. There's so much light. My lumen count is so high on my projector. If I hit a light gray screen or a white screen, I can wash it out easily, because the lumen count on my projector is extremely high. Now, if I were to use a lower lumen projector, it doesn't make a difference. It's still going to react the same way. The color's just going to be less faded. Here we are, pitch black environment, and the image is faded on a projector that's 4,300 lumens, 1920 by 1200. This is a Sony. All right, let's go over and let's grab the color blue. All right, so we'll go over, come out of this menu right here. See, a lot of people don't realize that calibrating projectors came out, and I said it many times before, when screens were all white. Because at one point, screens were all white. There was no such thing as a gray screen. It didn't exist. Black screens didn't exist. All screens were white. And you had to have your projector in the dark, and then one of the problems you had is the color would fade. People figure out maybe you can calibrate the projector to produce better color. Any lights come on the environment, the image should always stay the same. The color should always stay the same. This is also to what you call ambient light rejection technology. See, ambient light rejection technology produces a much more greater gain, which means the screen has the ability to produce brighter and better colors without the image fading. You wonder why when you have a screen and you turn it on and all your lights start to fade, or your image starts to fade on your picture, it's because your screen does not have the capability to be able to produce proper color, proper contrast, and has poor gain. That's why your image washes out. Now, if I were to go in here and turn my overhead light on, which makes it extremely bright in here, if you notice, the color does not fade. It still stays the same. And that's why, at the bottom of the comment section, I will show you how to make our old Digital One crystal screen paint. Now, like I said, if you paint this on your screen or whatever you're going to paint this on, there is no point in you having your projector. You might as well just sell it. Go to eBay, sell your projector. Go over and get yourself a knockoff. Go buy one of these. Because there's no point in you having a very good projector if you're just going to crap up the picture on a crappy screen. You might as well get one of these. I mean, you're not going to miss much anyway. You never understand why people have such amazing projectors, but when I watch this, I do a lot of Facebook. I have a lot of Facebook groups I'm involved in, and I watch amazing, beautiful home theater setups. Beautiful. And outstanding piece of equipment for their projector. And then I see a light gray screen. I go, ugh, man, I know what that looks like. All right. Let's go over to, got that. We can't do, well, so we know right automatically from the door we can't do contrast. That's not going to happen. I've done this many times. I'm happy they have not come after me for it, and thank you they haven't. For those you've been asking about avatar, I've done avatar quite a bit on here, but keep in mind anything that involves any form of contrast level, any kind of black level that is going to transfer on your screen, you're not going to see it. So it's just, I'm just giving you that right from the door. You're just not going to see it. All right, let's get this out of here real quick. Let's go in and do green. I had somebody once come in here and say, well, you should show a movie, and that way I can get a really good understanding on what I'm seeing. But bottom line is, the color's not going to pick up. It's just not going to pick up. There you go. That's green. See how beautiful? You see how beautiful the green looks on the black screen? Why do you think they want so much money for an OLED TV? That OLED technology is integrated in just about everything now. Sony has it. Just about every big TV company has OLED technology embedded in it. Because those black screens have the ability to be able to pull a color level that looks like candy. Can't get that from a gray screen. Now keep in mind, if you want to go back to, some of y'all may want to go back to the old era. I mean, basically where I came from, TV tubes used to be gray. They were light gray. And then as time went on, the tubes got darker, and they got flatter, and the edges got sharper. And then you had the Sony Vega that came out. Sony Vegas had the big bulky back, weighed about a ton, and the screen was a kind of a dark gray, and it had the sharp corners to it. Everybody went after the Vega. And now you have OLED that has a perfect black screen. Why would a company like that invest so much money into a black screen? A lot of money invested. They must have figured out something. Oh yeah, I know that. I know the problem behind OLEDs. Trust me. I have friends of mine who own OLED TVs. I'm talking about the ability that the fact that they basically are not using dark gray screens anymore, and they're using black screens. That's the point I'm getting across. We all know OLEDs are plagued. They're plagued with dead pixels. They have problems with the motherboard shorting out. Trust me, I have friends who own these TVs. I have a friend of mine spent $15,000 for an OLED TV. Top of the model. And he came home one day and this kid decided to throw a Hot Wheels car through his screen. Can't throw a Hot Wheel car through a projection screen. And yeah, he went out and bought a projection screen after that. But yeah, they've had problems. Everybody knows the dead pixels and all the problems with the people having screens coming up one side red or green or whatever. Yeah, they have problems. A lot of money for a screen. SL screens. No, SL screens are not black. An SL screen, any of the black diamond screens are dark gray. And I have documents in 2015, under our old company and our digital 4K Crystal Onyx, we have bump heads with SL screens. As a matter of fact, they sent me out a very interesting email telling me that they were interested in our technology. It didn't go any farther due to the fact that we've required an NDA before going down to their Dallas facility to actually test the product that we designed at that particular time. So yes, I know quite a bit about SL screens. One thing I've noticed, and if you watch, and I don't know about their technology now, but I do know when they had the Black Diamond, when the Black Diamond first came out, I do remember that when he would do their demonstrations, he would do it against a white screen, and he would take the sample sheet and he'd put it in front of the screen, and he would move it around in a circular motion. And they always did things like blue ocean scenery, because a blue ocean scenery would never show up on a white screen. But on that piece of technology, it would show up crystal clear. But one of the things I've never noticed in any of the demonstrations is they don't do angle gain. Now, angle gain, basically, the screen should look exactly the same way as it does in the front, as it does from side to side. Some of the screens out there, the high-end screens, do not have the capability to be able to pull off an angle gain due to the fact they suffer from something called a narrow viewing cone, which means the screen has to be in perfectly line with the projector, or basically it becomes dark around the edges. Trust me, I've been in the business for 11 years, and I bumped into a lot of very interesting people, and I got a chance to study a lot of interesting technology. So I know about SL screens. On top of that, keep in mind with some of the screens that they have, you can't use them on ultra short throw projectors. You have to have a special screen to use an ultra short throw. My technology has been used on ultra short throw, long throw, laser, anything you could possibly think of, it's been tested on that. So trust me. On top of that, I have screens sitting out in my backyard. My technology is weatherproof. I can run an image outside at 4:30 in the evening hours. You can't take your black diamond off the wall and take it outside. Yes, it's 3D compatible. I don't know who's using 3D, but it is 3D compatible. People still use 3D by any chance? I don't know, they're quite aware. It is 3D, but I don't know, people still use 3D? I haven't, only pair of, I think the only, well, that's good, but I don't see a lot of people using 3D. There's very few people that still use it. It's much like the 3D TVs, but not a lot of people use it. BenQ was known for doing 3D because they had the 3D glasses that came with it, which was pretty cool. But you know what I think they should have did? They should have basically fathered the technology in 3D. It wasn't a lost cause. The bottom line is they just should have pushed harder to make it better. That's all. All right, so we got green. Let's take our lights out here. All right. I think I might, you got me thinking now. I might go on eBay tonight and get myself a BenQ projector with 3D glasses. I miss 3D. That's what I'm going to do. Get myself a BenQ projector. All right, there we go. So we can see with the lights out. Now, let's go over to the blue again. We're going to go over to the blue again. I just want you to stare at this just for a minute. What projector do you have that's using 3D? Are you using BenQ? I'm curious about that. And what model do you have? You can post a model for me, please, because I want to see what I might buy one today. I haven't bothered with 3D in a while, and I still like 3D. Let's go over to blue screen. Perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm going, if eBay doesn't have it, I'll just buy it off Amazon. All right, so I want you to look at the center screen in the middle. Epson. Yeah, okay, no problem. Okay, look at the center screen in the middle. All right. I'm going to come off here just for a minute. And I'll get the soundbar running on here somewhere. Let's go over to... We'll do it with the lights on and lights off. Now, if you notice, any areas that come up in black are going to have an issue. I can watch Avatar with the lights on. I can also do it at 2500 lumens in eco mode.
What would I say? I gotta do something. You know this is not good idea. It's crazy. This is all I got.
Standing by for your go.
I have a projector in eco mode. This is 4300 lumens. Keep in mind, in eco mode at 4300 lumens means nothing for this projector. It's not even a challenge. It's 4300 lumens. Even in eco mode, I'm still more powerful than most projectors out there at 25 and so forth. Even a projector at 3200 lumens, this projector is 43. Now, I do have a very interesting video that I did shoot. I want you to check out the link on this video. I used a Casio laser projector of 2500 lumens. I had it in my environment. You can check out the demonstration for yourself. I'll post at the bottom. You might want to look at this. I had the projector set at factory settings, which means the brightness was all the way down to -0. All right, contrast was down to around, I think around -0. Yes, and I had the projector set in eco mode 5. So that you may want to check out, because even at a projector of 4300 lumens, if I put this thing in eco mode, it really isn't going to dim the screen by much. It's 4300 lumens. So that's why I went for my Casio projector, because my Casio projector is 25. But I've done that demonstration in eco mode already. But if you want to check it out, I'll put the link after the video's done, and you can check it out. I want to go back to this particular scene right here. We'll go right about, not there, but here. Just something I want to show you really quick.
I gotta do something. You know, this is no good idea. It's crazy. That's all I got.
Standing by for your go.
You see it? Same thing when I showed you on the color blue on how the image was faded. It is the same thing as what you're going to pick up if you watch a movie. So that's why when people see this on their screen, say the black screen's not even here, and just you have the gray screen. So the minute you have your lights on, the first thing that's going to come to mind is that your lights in your environment are washing out your screen. So what are you going to do? You turn your lights out. Because you don't have black technology sitting in back of your screen, you can't see the flaws in it. So the blues should look exactly the same way. See how it's nice and bright right in that area right there? It shouldn't look like that. It's supposed to look like this right here. Well, if you think that looks nice, that's kind of sad. Due to the fact that, I don't know if you're talking about my screen or the gray screen, because the gray screen looks bad. Keep in mind, the black screen is producing a white level that's high enough to come close. Customer.
If I told you about her, the princess without voice, what would I say?
So as you can see, any area that shows black is going to come up gray. I don't know how you stand it.
It's crazy. That's all I got.
Standing by for your go.
I believe you will the night out to war.
Now I need something more. I hear him.
Now keep in mind, if, as I said, when it comes to our technology, that our image is so dark that you can't even see the image. This is a light gray screen sitting next to a black screen. And that black screen is producing a white level high enough where you can actually see it from side to side, even across the light gray screen. But like I said, You turn the lights on the environment and you'll see your screen. See, I can watch this movie in a fully lit environment. You can't do that on a gray screen. And that means if you can't do this on a light gray screen, that means keep in mind when you're replacing your TV for a projection screen, that means you'll be sitting in the dark for TV, sports, and just about everything else that does not need to be in a movie setting. That's why your environment will be dark. I can do this in a fully lit environment and my screen would never wash out. Just give you a chance to soak it all in. That's all. Let's go to, I used to be able to do The Dark Knight, but I kind of got a little angry on that one, so can't do that one anymore. So that's not going to happen for a while. Let's go look at something here. Let's go look at fill highlights. There we go. Can't do anything previous because last time I did something previous, I got in a little trouble. So I can't do anything previous. See what I mean by TV?
Down by himself, this is going to be a fumble because the ball came out when he hit the ground. It is Carolina Panthers football. Watch this. CJ Moore says, I don't think anybody gets near the touch and then just trips over his own.
Yeah, if we take our lights out.
Down by contact here, and the ball is out. Clearly, nobody touched him while he's on the ground. As it turns out,
You can see your screen a little better with the lights out. But who's going to be sitting here watching football in the dark? You can still see that nice white edge right around here.
in his position. On 3rd and 10, Alex Pass is picked off by Bobby Wagner. What a play by Bobby Wagner. Safety or backup PDs. Look for him to go.
Oh.
And now Wilson is sacked. Back at the 24-yard line. Off the fake to McCaffrey. Allen. Makes McCaffrey out of the backfield. Setting up the screen. McCaffrey plays free. That's going to look like.
Yeah, we can't show too much of that because I think I got one warning on that already. Now, let's go over into one of the demonstrations, which are, they don't like to do this demonstration at all. Let's go over to Starfield. Now, Starfield demonstration, usually a lot of screens don't want to, actually gray screens won't go near because they can't pull the contrast level. We'll do this with the lights out. And if I just put one little light on in the environment, there you go. You have to excuse me. If you send any messages, I see them for a couple minutes. If you're talking about different environments I've had my technology in, man, I couldn't even begin to count. I've had my screen sit out in the rain. I've had them out in the snow. I've had them out in the daytime. I had them in the evening. We do ambient light rejection tests outside. Out in my backyard, I have 180 inch, 120 inch, and I have 100, and I have a 92 inch motorized. Also, too, I got 100 inch on my deck. So my screens sit in all types of environments. My basement level downstairs, which I do a lot of my demonstrations on downstairs, is extremely well lit. There's commercial lighting down there. And then I have another 126 inch screen with my ultra short throw Sony downstairs in the theater room, which is actually well lit too. What's the difference? It has a much higher white level. Keep in mind, different forms of technology we have developed. The digital 4K crystallonics was not ultra short throw compatible. Didn't even work with ultra short throws. Contrast levels were fantastic, of course, because the screen is black. One of the hardest problems to produce out of a black screen is not contrast, it's white levels. A lot of people think for some reason if you develop a black screen that it's all about contrast. Yeah, it's all about contrast, but any black surface can produce contrast. The hard thing to do for a black screen to do is produce white levels. On top of that, certain technology we developed had to be sprayed on only. This technology can be sprayed on, can be rolled on. And on top of that, it has a very interesting color code that actually was developed for the screen. So it's a lot of things that the Supreme 8 can do that other screen paints can do. And like I said, it does produce a much higher white level, which we're happy about. Also, too, it does have the ability to be able to work with ultra short throw projectors. And the other screen paints we developed too, outside environments, was definitely a no-no. This screen paint just about does it all. I forgot where I was at in this level of the game. Was I in Sanctuary? I think I was in Sanctuary walking around doing something stupid. Was I in Sanctuary? Or was I fighting a boss? I don't really know. I was in the middle of doing something and I came out of this game to do something. Loading time. Loading time. I'll tell you one thing they got to do on when the PS5 comes out and Xbox, whatever, they got to freaking speed up the loading time. Now, as I said, contrast is everything. I particularly game with the lights on. So now I'm over here in Sanctuary. As you can see, it's pretty dark in Sanctuary, and this is what would happen if you're using a light gray screen. So let's go walk around for a little bit. Any area I can pull, it's not going to pull contrast on no level whatsoever. What's up? Okay, let's go downstairs. Especially for those of you who do a lot of Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, you do know how dark those games can get, especially if you're doing a lot of stealth missions. So this is something you're not going to have a problem with when it comes to stealth missions or any kind of areas that involve a lot of dark contrast. If you're using, like I said, a light gray screen, this is what you're going to go through. Let's come out of here to the menu really quick. And let's go over to somewhere we could do some damage. Let me see, where am I at on this altogether? All right, let me see what we got going on here. We got to go out of orbit for a minute. There is nothing to kill on that side of the moon. But we can go here. Yeah, we can go here. I do like this particular side of the... We've been on this side. Let me see, yeah. And come over here for a little bit. Make sure my sound turned up. Where's my sound? Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. I'm gonna see if I can try to unlock that. I've already been there before. I don't know if anybody there was with me when I actually. I can show you where you can get a legendary weapon from. And there's actually a boss on this game, a mid-boss called it's called One Hit. It's a bit of a headache trying to get him to come out of his little area because there's like a little TV game you got to play with switches upstairs. Matter of fact, before I go through here, I'm going to check over on this side real quick. I'm just going to pop over on this side. I haven't been over here in a while. Now, if anyone's wondering what is that light piece I have in the middle of my screen, that is actually a light gray projection screen paint. Just showing you the reason why it's just pointless to have a light gray screen. Oh, the loading time. At least I ain't got that freaking claptrap dancing across the screen. And claptrap drives me. I like claptrap, he just drives me nuts sometimes. See, what do we got in here to play with? No, why am I carrying the gun? Do I even need that right now? Alright, I'm gonna have to, because this is in mayhem mode, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that gun because I really don't need that thing on me. Let's see what we got. We can swap off for the gun. I'll take this one right here. I'll take that. That's a legendary weapon. Right there. Plasma flamethrower. Woo! Goodbye. There's a big boss up here too. Burn, baby, burn, burn! Oh, I'm out of ammo in this one, really. Money.
Nice. Needed that.
I have ammo? Seriously? Damn, I got nothing on me. Alright. That's not a good sign. Okay, that works. Let's shoot himself. Alright, time for some legendaries. Oh, I'm out of ammo on this gun? Really? Mother freaking George. I need freaking ammo. Ammo. Alright, that's something. What else do we got? We got anything else? flamethrower. Alright, fry this guy. I have freaking ammo again. Damn it. I'll take that. Ammo. Damn. That'll work. Alright, so this area right here is very dark on the map, as you can see. Going to do the lights out, which I don't need to. Alright, let me get this thing off my screen so I can get into some game in here, because this is a... Oops. Something just freaking electrocuted me. This thing's annoying me right now. Check out King Group for a minute. Let me get this off my screen. Alright, there we go. Back in business. There we go. I love this wallpaper screen. I love these wallpaper projection screens, man. I'm telling you. I used to have an aluminum fixed frame screen up here hanging on my wall. And man, I had a time getting that thing up the stairs. But these wallpaper screens, take them out of the box, connect them to the wall, done. Man, beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Legendaries don't carry crap for nothing. Out of everything. Out of freaking everything. Freaking no ammo. Alright, worked. I gotta find some ammo. I'm out of freaking everything. I'll run into something else. Oh, that's just peachy. I need ammo. You know what? Look at this. I have to use what I got. Alright, I'm going back up. I'm going to, because the other place I've got a vending machine. And I can show you guys how to get to the one-hit boss, because you're not going to find them over here. So, you got to go up this area right here. Electricity, that's where you find the one-hit boss. And that's where he has a legendary weapon on him. Actually, the legendary weapon I'm using right now, that's where I got it from. I got it from him. Keep in mind, if you go into this particular level, as I said before, you have to do it multiple times in order to get that weapon out. I had to do it 3 times in order to get him to drop that weapon. What else was I playing yesterday? I don't remember what I was playing yesterday. I was playing some. Oh yeah, the other game I was playing that one. Alright, let me go to the vending machine and get some ammo. I'm pretty much out of everything. Okay. That works. Cool. There's ammo plenty up here, so I don't have to worry about getting. hurry up. The loading time is...
Scrub.
Oh, I forgot about this guy. Hold on. That's going to be a problem. See him running around on the floor right here? These suckers are a pain in the neck to take down. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Little critter. Get up. There we go. I've never seen creepy like that before. Today with the freaking ammo. Freaking kidding me already. Oh, I see what's up here. This freaking nut job. I ain't gonna be able to take him down fast enough. You got a shield on him and everything. Yeah, I'm screwed. Good God, every time I come back to this level, it gets harder and harder and harder. Alright, let me just see if I can get past all this bull crap. What do I got for weapons? This is good. I'll take this. Oh, that's just peachy. Yeah, I want to start the game off on that level. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, we can bypass some of this nonsense. Of course. Come on down, come on down, come on down. Come on. That ain't a good thing. Get there. Come on. Still doesn't want to go down. Are you kidding me? Freaking go to freak down. I'm just gonna milk this for all it's worth. Good gracious. Where'd he go? Stand still. Nice one for that. They didn't want to do that. The freak. Ha ha ha! You see that one coming, did you? Those are little mini bosses. Oh yeah, little. Where'd he go? Damn it. Knuckle him. The freak. In a nutshell. All right, if I got through this mess, okay. All right, here, this spot right here, as I showed you many times, there's a boss down there, mid-boss, and he's carrying a legendary weapon. I don't want to get into a fight with these jokers, so I'm going down here right now. So, let me just show you on the map real quick. So, right here, I don't think you see that from right there. Let me go move my whatchamacallit real quick. I can just point to where you gotta go. Let me just come out here and zoom out real quick so you can see the entire map. Right? But let me show you where it's at. It's the subway. So let me move my a little farther. So right here on the map, that little section right there, there's a boss right in there, down in this area right here. And his name is one I think it's one hit or whatever. He has a great big huge massive arm, and it doesn't make a difference how high your armor up. If he hits you one time, you're gone. That's it. There's a bit of a TV game down there you got to play, and if you get all the TVs to activate at the same time, he'll come out of the room raging and carrying on. Make sure you whatever you have, take him down as fast as possible. Don't even get close to him. You might have to do this a couple of times. I actually have a video where I got lucky on camera and got one of the legendary weapons out of him. All right, so we're gonna go down there and play with the TVs real quick, and keep in mind There's no strategy guide to the TVs. It's just random button mashing. I lie to you not. And if you hit all the switches, doesn't mean all the TVs are going to come on. Say you can have 4 of them on. It's 5 TVs. So you can have 4 TVs on. If you hit the wrong switch, they all shut off. So it can become a bit of a nightmare game. All right, so let's go down to, because I really don't want to get in a fight with them things over yet. So we're going to go down the stairs. And down here, you're going to have a bit of a battle going on. Make sure I got plenty of toys, plenty of ammo. Alright, that should be good. I got enough here to play around with. And they're going to be down there. So, I'm going around here by the... Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Now it's not the time to be loading this. No, she won't. Since I beat the game, Tyrene is dead. Come out of that. I love the plasma flamethrower. You can just run over anybody with that thing. Where are you? Oh, this little. Oh, he's gonna eat my armor up pretty fast. Shield to go up. How about this? Damn it, I'm gonna have to use a machine to take you down. Alright, now that little nightmare is dead. Let's go up here for a minute. And I'll go start from the beginning all the way back here. Alright, so as you're walking and you turn sharply to over here, you'll notice a little area back here. And then when you turn, there's the boss. He's inside this little room right here. So inside this room, you'll see these little TV monitors right here. So it's about 3 right here, and there's 2 right here. So then you got to come over here to these switches over here. So here's the switches, one there, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. And pretty much you just have to button mash to get those TVs to come on over there. So let me make sure that I got something. I don't know why. Every time I switch over to that weapon, it throws a grenade. Like, why? I need a rocket launcher, because this is not going to do it. Because now, when you beat the game, they put it in melee mode. You got to go through melee mode. The whole entire thing's in melee mode. So, I need me a really, 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 really insane rocket launcher. Because I'm not going to play around with this thing. Let's see. I'll take this. Alright, let's put the rocket launcher. There we go. That'll work. That'll do exactly what I need to do. Alright, and then I could transform it to the machine if I have to try it. Because keep in mind, if you get up close to it, it moves pretty fast. And run as if you don't want to get caught up in that corner right there. Run out here as fast as you can. That's a good spot to fight it at. So let me come over here real quick and see what I can get here. Get as much ammo as I can possibly get my hands on. Alright, so let me go back here and hit these switches. So I'm going to hit one switch and go over and show you what happens when you hit a switch. So we'll start off with this one right here. So when I go over, if you notice, the TV is now on. It's on a, like the whole standby mode. All of these have to come on before that knucklehead comes out of there. I don't think I want to take my chances using a sniper round. And I don't want to get too close to it Let me see if I can get another grenade launcher that doesn't require snipe rounds, because I really don't want to get close to this. And it doesn't make a difference how high your armor is up. If this thing hits you one time, that's the end of it. You're done. So I don't think I have any other rocket launchers in here. So we don't got an Atlas in here. Oh, more. Oh yeah, I left all my rocket launchers over in Sanctuary. All right, whatever. I'll just use a legendary and just see how fast. How I'll just use legendary grenades. Whatever I got to do. I can't freeze it. Oh man. Whatever. All right, let's just hit this. I'm thinking like if I can switch over and I can freeze it. I got a weapon here that actually freezes. I'm gonna swap this out for my weapon that actually allows me to freeze objects. Where's my Jack Frost? There's my Jack Frost right there. I got my Jack Frost. I'll show you why. That'll allow me to freeze and slow it down, or I can just shred it with everything else in between. Alright, so let's start hitting these switches. Alright, we'll do this one. Alright, so we got two screens to pop on right now. Like I said, it's a random hit of buttons. So, okay, now I got three. So now I got these two here and that one there. I just got to get the two at the top and I can get them to come out. Fully, and if you hit the wrong switch, you got to start all over again. So it can become a nightmare. Darn it. Alright, that didn't work. Alright, now I got all three. Now I just got to hit one more switch. Hopefully I get the right one and I can get this Joker to come out. I just got to get that TV on. So let me come back over here. So the hard part is trying to figure out which one of these switches is going to let him out and which one is going to keep him in. So let's go with this one. Hopefully this works. No, it didn't work. All right. All right. Nope. See, this is the nightmare part. You got to figure out which one of these are going to trigger all of them. So now this one I'm left with. It's a bit of a pain in the neck to get them out of there. So I gotta keep going back and hitting the right one. Because if I hit the wrong one, it's gonna keep him in there. Oh, there he is. And it's not enough room to get the hell out of here. Because he's running up on me. Oh, shit. Where is he? 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 There he is. Yes! And there it is! I got the legendary weapon again! Oh, yes, mama. What did he give me? What did he give me? Woo! Yes! Anything that comes up in gold is legendary, baby. There it is right there. I told you, it's a hidden boss there. Got it the second time again. I did the first time, got it the second time. So that's a legendary weapon right there. And I think I already own this weapon already. I think I do. But I'm going to take it anyway. What else has he got over here that I don't have? I just want that gold. That shiny gold. Yes, gold. Yes, there it is right there. I told you. I'm going to take that. That's mine. Anything else I want? Let me see. What else he's got over here? I've never seen this one before. It's a little too low. I don't want that one. So yeah, that's how you get him out. So, and those of you who stuck in here and watched it, now you know where to get that freaking weapon from. This is the weapon right here I'm using right now. That is a legendary. And that's how you get it. And there's a little room he comes out of right there. You got to get all the TVs on. As you can see, all the TVs. Got to get them all switched on. It's a bit of a button mashing kind of technique. There is no strategy guide to it. The object of our technology allows for people to be able to use the screen with the lights on. That's the whole purpose of the technology. As I said before in my demonstrations, any screen can produce an image with the lights on. You know why my customers buy my product? It's because they don't have to be subjected to a dark environment. That's why they buy my technology. And that's the whole purpose of this demonstration, to be able to use it in a fully lit environment. So I know you're probably used to seeing traditional projection screens in dark environments, but this technology is not designed that way. Like I said, it's no, and if I come in here and I turn the lights off, it's no big deal. I love it when some people, and I'm not to be rude toward anybody or disrespectful in any way, but for some reason, some people think having the lights off is harder for the projector to work. No, it's easier for the projector to work. The more lights you have on the environment, the more lumens you're going to lose. All right, so let's move on from there. So that's why I do my demonstrations with the lights on, because my customers don't want to be sitting in the dark trying to figure out where the coffee table's at so they don't bang their knees on it. They want to be able to use their screen as if they're in a fully lit environment. And not everybody has dedicated theater setups. Some people have these screens in their living rooms, so they don't want to be in the dark. And if I was in the dark, you couldn't see all the cool stuff I have in the room. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's getting kind of crowded in here, it really is. I'm in the process of, not this year, but next year, of buying a big house. And I'm going to have my own dedicated gaming room where I can put all my stuff on display, because some of my stuff is in storage. All right, so let's get out of this spot right here. You should be able to appreciate that I can have all my lights on, and I'm in a very dark setting in the game, and you can see everything crystal clear without a problem. All right, so that's how you get that particular weapon. Like I said, he's in the subway, and there are legendary weapons scattered throughout the entire game. Also, to keep in mind, a lot of the vault bosses don't carry legendary weapons. I learned that the hard way. I literally thought I would, and a lot, to tell you the truth, maybe it's just me, maybe some other people got better stuff, but I noticed that in a lot of the vaults that I raided, that I had weapons actually higher than were in the vault by finding these little mini bosses laying around. And I found these bosses because I went on YouTube and I found other people that were actually showing how to do it, and I just went and followed them. And so I just share it with you guys. Like, yeah, it actually does exist. You can find these particular bosses. Like, over here, there's Moxie's bars behind there. So, you know, she has a little bar, and this is where you fight the first boss on the game. Eventually, one of the bosses happened to be her ex-boyfriend, and she wants him dead. And that right there on the side is his jetpack right there. So once you kill him, you get his jetpack, and you bring it back to her, and she rewards you for it. She's not here now because she's up in Sanctuary, but she rewards you for it, and she gives you a pretty cool weapon, and she takes his jetpack and sticks it on the side of the toilet, which is kind of interesting. Since I showed you that one already, let's go over to, and this is just another one over in, it's another one actually looks like, I forgot the name of it. It's not a boss, it's a character from, I can't, Watch, was it Watch? What, something Watch. Overwatch. Yes, a character from Overwatch. He's actually another mid-boss, another part of the game. I think I have bumped into him twice, but I couldn't get he has a shotgun, a legendary shotgun that I definitely want to get my hands on. So let's go pop over to, let me see if we can track this Joker down. Yeah, because the first time, man, I tried to get to that door, man, it was a freaking nightmare, man. That button mashing was freaking nightmare. Let me see, where is he at? This guy right here, in this area right here, he has you hunting down legendary animals, all kinds of creepy legendary animals. We'll pop over this one over here. The swamplands. So he pays you a good amount of money. There are huge, massive dinosaurs on this particular level, which I freaking love hunting down and killing. Sometimes they have weapons on them too. Oh yeah, for those of you thinking that if you get the gun, that you'll get unlimited legendary weapons, it is a lie. You will not get any legendary weapons out of that particular gun whatsoever. None at all. You'll get epics, you'll get rares, and the other one, I forget the other ones are, the ones that are green. You'll get those. That's basically about it. Now, I'm going to go back and beat the game again because somebody was telling me before this guy actually gives you this gun, you can pay him and these it's uranium, I think uranium crystals to fire the gun off. And it said as he's firing the gun off, he'll shoot off a couple of legendaries, which I got to try that next. So this is the swamp right here. We haven't been on this level. Long way down. I'm gonna need me a vehicle. Let me see. This is my favorite. Ah, that's not good. Oh, whatever. Really? Can I get this? Yes! I'm taking this. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm taking it to the garage. And they can steal these. Oh, heck yes. Alright, so where's it at? Alright, I gotta go get some upgrades for my parts. I gotta upgrade that one. Alright. I gotta do some upgrades. I gotta get in here and do some upgrades on my vehicles. I haven't had time to. I know. I took a vehicle for that short road, for that short while. Go hunt something. Okay, that's not good. Let's see what you got on you. All right, spitting acid. Ooh, what the frig is that? I'll take that. That's nothing. There we go.
Think we can get through there.
Oh yes, shotgun shells. Man, come on. Get in the melee weapon. That one? That work? Oh, come on. Really? We're out of ammo already? What the freak? Want to die faster. Oh, man. All right, hold on for a minute. Ugh. I was supposed to have today, I bought 2 projectors, and I was supposed to have my NEC projector was supposed to be here today, but eventually did not get here due to the fact that whoa, due to the fact that the post office doesn't have it. Go downstairs. I guess I'll turn my lights on more here. That's my Sony Ultra Short Throw. I told you screens are Ultra Short Throw compatible. That's the Sony Ultra Short Throw projector. I don't even know where the other phone is at, to tell you the truth. Run this to 2 phones. Let me see. We can bring stuff on this one. So someone was asking if these, what's the difference? Yes, Supreme 8s are Ultra Short Throw compatible. So I had multiple projectors on this one right here. I had my Optima GT 5500, which is no longer with me, or 5600. Come on now, act right. Phone's acting buggy. So I want to show you something before I sign off, because I got to go take care of some, I'm actually working right now because some things I got to do. And I got a little downtime in. See if we can take this out real quick. Let's see. Okay, let's see. So this is the 720p. This projector is 720p. It's a 720p ultra short throw Sony. That's it for the environment. Pass through my kitchen. Ugh. Turn the lights on. I think this one right here. That's the reason why, when we developed this technology, we wanted something where our customers can use the screen in a fully lit environment. So keep in mind, this is not a dedicated theater setup. This is my living room. So when you made the comment about turn the lights out, this is why people buy our technology, because you can sit in a fully lit environment, have all your lights on, and you don't have to sit in the dark if you don't want to. You have options. And they're ultra short throw compatible. Keep in mind, majority of most people own ultra short throw projectors. They have it set up like a TV. They have it sitting up on top of a little table, and they have it set up like a TV. They don't want to be sitting in the dark 24/7. I know I don't. And this is 126 inch, 16:9. Sorry about that.
field incomplete. Coverage was good on Austin Hooper.
What would happen? I think he silenced almost every screen.
Done this about a few hundred times.
Garoppolo hit and brought down by Vic Beasley. Good possession for Atlanta after a 46-yard punt. And Ryan's a throw, and Russell Gage falling inside.
So that means if you have to shut the lights out, check out something real quick. I'm supposed to have a package come today. If you got to shut the lights off every time you turn on your projector, then you're gonna have a problem there. Because that means you can't watch. I mean, of course you're gonna watch movies with the lights out. Everybody's gonna watch movies with the lights out, but watching the game, watching TV shows, cartoons, you gotta have the lights out every time you turn your projector on. That's kind of sad.
Rita comes in, and Matt Rita can fly, gets a first down up to the 45.
He loves about football.
Need 3 on third down and straight ahead.
This is the angle gain on my projection screen using ultra short throw.
With Mostert, but Garoppolo's going to throw it. Completes to Kittle, who's stiff arming his way through first down, going out of bounds. On third down, Garoppolo completes inside the 5. Kittle fighting, and he's got a first and goal. Raheem Mostert powers and in for a 49er touchdown. They strike first here in the second quarter. Ryan floating for Julio Jones, who adjusts and makes the catch. And he's inbounds. The official rules, and we'll have a closer look.
Let's watch those feet as he works the sideline. On the back shoulder a little bit. Looks like he did get 1-2.
First down, Ryan on the move, and sideline catch to Julio Jones.
All right, I gotta go. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. Oh, by the way, this is the screen paint. So we have the wallpaper, which I had in my theater room, and this right here is the screen paint. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. I gotta go, and God bless.